Hey everyone, good morning, Grant. And I'm going live quite early actually. Usually I go live a little later this morning, but it's quite early. Um, Usually if my goal is to go live at 7, I usually go after 7. So I'm a little early today. So y'all can give me props on that. So the problem that we got this morning. I apologize. I'm not looking at the video. I'm about to look at it now. And the reason why we have that little Verizon disclaimer, and I couldn't finish it because you're limited on what you can title. So yeah, there was my upload speeds were not that good this morning with Cricket. So yeah, so hopefully the stream will hold up. But Cricket seems to be solid. I actually don't give them enough credit for what they are. So that's something on my end that I need to fix. I don't give Cricket enough credit at all. So yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and plug in my headset so we can get some better audio quality. So I'm plugging in three, two, one. All right. So hopefully that's better. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tech Rants here, and doing like I said, I enjoy this. This is therapy for me, and it's just and I make a little change off of it, not through YouTube. So, but I do make change off of it. But mainly, I do enjoy it. So, um, once again, I apologize if we hopefully we don't get any buffering. But like I said, I don't give Cricket enough coverage. I mean credit. So, ZTE Blade V9. That's the topic of the morning. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up Amazon real quick to see if they're actually going to sell it on Amazon. I would imagine they would, but it is for pre-order on ZTE's website, and they will be shipping it out on August 15th. So let's see. ZTE Blade V9. They do have a case. Yeah, so I do see a case. It's a $7 case. And then they have a 2-pack screen protector. So it's not on Amazon just yet. So you know, we'll stick we'll stick around and we'll see exactly what happens. So I did take a look at the Blade V9. I took a look at it. And honestly, for the price that you're getting, that you're paying for it, you're actually getting some damn good specs. So let's just recap the specs a little bit. You got a Snapdragon 450 processor, octa-core, 1.8 gigahertz. You got 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage, micro SD card slot, dual camera on the back, dual LED tone flash, camera on the front with an LED flash, 5.7 IPS full HD plus display, so that's 2160 by 1080, 18 by 9 aspect ratio, fingerprint sensor, Android 8.1, which means Project Treble, so that means we can get some updates, and a 3100 milliamp hour battery. Now the Moto G6 has almost kind of those same similar specs for about $50 for about almost $75 more. It's kind of like double the price, and you're getting those same specs. And it's a good phone. I'm not going to say the Moto G6 is not a good phone, but basically the price that you're paying, I think it's ridiculous. 250. No, I think ZTE has priced the Blade V9 just right. I mean, honestly, you're getting a lot of good features for the money. So I'm glad to see that ZTE is back. I'm glad that the ban has been lifted. I have faith in ZTE. I have faith in Huawei. I talked to Huawei. They claim they're going to release some more phones for the U.S. market. I'm hoping that they do because I like Huawei. Well, I love them. Right now they're my new. Right now they're top of my list for my favorite brand. Huawei. I support them of course more than ZTE, and I will as long as I can get my hands on a Huawei device and it will work in the United States. I will get it. I will get a Huawei device. Most definitely, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And yeah, most definitely. So yeah, there's that. But that Blade V9. Wow, I'm so glad that ZTE is finally making a comeback. They announced this phone in February, but with all the, I gotta be raw, with all the bullshit going around, it was hard for them to release it. So I'm glad to see that ZTE has finally resurfaced. And I thought they were going, because they had to go through all these problems with the government or whatever here in the U.S. I was worried that they were going to try to, well, ZTE has never been an upscale brand, but I thought they were going to try to do some upscale stuff to try to be popular and get the government what they want. But they have not. They're sticking to the budget and the budget mid-range tier folks like myself. And let me readjust my microphone, which is good because I can't afford, I can't afford to pay all this money out for a phone and all this ridiculous, So props to ZTE, man. Really, props to ZTE. So Blade V9 is looking like a promising device. I do want to get. I have the availability to get my hands on it. If it comes to Amazon, I definitely can get my hands on it with no issues. It's just a matter of I'll have to redo my budget because I'll be getting that on credit. And of course, the way it's looking, I might want to keep it, and I want to be able to afford to keep it. So we'll have to see how this goes. So there's that. Um, the Galaxy. Well, let's talk about Verizon, and then I'll go into the Note 9. So basically, the Verizon thing. So basically, Verizon is kind of faking their coverage maps in rural areas. basically so they can get extra money from the FCC. So right now, Verizon is kind of overstating the fact that they have the best coverage in rural areas. Now, here's the thing about Verizon. Verizon has very good voice coverage. No question about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Verizon has the best voice coverage that anybody could ever imagine. Okay, if you live in the sticks, you can guarantee that Verizon is going to be probably your best bet to get coverage. If nobody else is making a phone call helping you, you're not able to get a phone call out with anybody else, you're going to be able to make a phone call out with Verizon. That's just the reality of it. Now, their LTE, that really depends on where you live. Verizon has they have a very strong and reliable network, especially for voice. LTE is reliable, but it's not consistent. I've been in places where one day, Verizon will work good, and then the next it won't. So, Verizon, you can't. It's not consistent. AT&T is consistent. If you have good T-Mobile coverage, T-Mobile and Metro PCS, they're consistent. Sprint, that's a whole other story. Anyway, right now they're not my favorite people, but for the most part, AT&T is very consistent. Verizon is very reliable. They're consistent when it comes to voice. Data is a whole nother story. So basically, what they're doing is they're lying and kind of over exaggerating their coverage. For rural areas and things of that nature. So, they just need to stop that because the FCC is going to help, give money for rural areas, um, you know, to help improve the coverage or whatever the case may be. So they're basically they're basically bullshitting everybody. Just go ahead and put it out there raw. And so, yeah, um, I'm not knocking Verizon at all. Um, I live in an area where I get all major carriers, but AT&T has proven to be the best in this area. Like I said, I have seen very few places where Verizon has failed. And if I look at the coverage maps, accurate coverage maps for my area, AT&T is number one. And there are some spots in my location, in my city, that Verizon does not cover. There are some areas where it is completely dead. So, as far as Verizon covering everybody, no. There are some places on the map where Verizon is dead zone. So, yeah. T-Mobile's coverage is not reliable, and like I said, unless you're way out in the open city. T-Mobile can fail easily. I've been somewhere where I had to go damn near miles and miles and miles in order to get a signal with T-Mobile. But Verizon, they're pretty good. So, and I live in an area, like I said, where all carriers dominate. We have a Sprint store, we got AT&T, we got Verizon, we got T-Mobile, we got Cricket. I live in an area, where thank God, you have a choice here. But AT&T is the number one in my immediate area, and AT&T is definitely number one in my city, and I have seen that. Of course, like I said, Verizon, if dead zones, usually in the middle of nowhere, Verizon is where it's at. You're definitely going to be able to make a call. Even AT&T will pick up. AT&T's pretty good at that. T-Mobile, you're pretty much done. T-Mobile, you're not gonna really be able to make a phone call. So yeah. Okay, somebody just commented and wants to know where I'm at. I don't give that personal information. I don't give that out. That's it's kind of personal. I'm in Alaska. Okay, that's where I'm at. I'm in Hawaii. Damn it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm in Hawaii. Yeah, I don't give that information out. I think I may have slipped up and said it on a live stream before, or I may have slipped up and said it in a video. And if I did, well, hey, that's just it. But normally, when somebody asks if you don't already know, I'm not going to tell you. Um, I don't have any kids or anything like that. I have to protect, but I do have a family. Um, you know, I just got too much to lose, and I just people say, oh, you can't really get in trouble, or you ain't nobody gonna do nothing if you just tell me your location, whatever. Any piece of information that I give you that's closer to my that's giving you any idea of my location, it's putting you one step closer, and you can start. You'll start doing stupid stuff to try to find me. So, no, I'm really not keen on giving my location. And I tell you, when you go live on YouTube, they do everything in their power that they can to try to get you to share your location. Like, no. Maybe if I become big one day, which I doubt I will, but maybe if I become big one day, and and I got multiple houses, I probably won't care. So yeah. I will tell you guys this though. I am originally from Georgia. I will say that I'm originally from Georgia. I do not stay in Georgia, so I don't really care. I will say that I don't stay in Georgia. I'm not, but I'm originally from Georgia. But yeah, I stay in Hawaii. Yeah, I'm in Africa. Damn it. Okay, good play. I'm in China. I like Chinese food. Sweet and sour chihuahua. Okay, I know that was kind of wrong. I was kind of wrong. Okay, I might not even put this video up here. I got crazy. I got crazy. Just fun. It's just jokes. I'm not racist. I'm not stereotypical or anything like that. I'm say me. But anyway, so yeah, Verizon, they lied. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Verizon, we know that you dominate. You take advantage of people who live in the sticks, and you got a lot of people out there that just say, hey, well, if I don't have Verizon, I don't have the best. Well, whatever. That you live out in the mountains, like out in the mountains and stuff like that. Verizon will be your best bet. So, yeah. Okay, now the Galaxy Note 9, it will be announced tomorrow. And I probably won't go live tomorrow. I might make a video about it, just giving a brief rundown. I don't know. We'll see. I just got to see how I feel. I might go live in the morning. I don't know. I really don't know. So supposedly they're gonna support up to a terabyte of storage, or at least 500 gigabytes of storage, expandable, and then they're supposed to release a 512 gigabyte version internal storage. Which, if they do that, it can kind of justify them charging $1,300 for it, a little bit. Actually, it would make it look better because you're getting more for your money. Like I said, if I had the money, I would buy the Mate RS Porsche edition. But I mean, honestly, I'm paying to get that Porsche logo. It's a luxury device. But as far as the phone itself, it's not going to be worth that $1,200. That's a mortgage payment. So, but yeah, they're supposed to have the 512 gigabyte storage. Now they're saying it's supposed to help get Fortnite exclusively to Samsung the Note 9. They're supposed to give some type of headphones. Like there's a lot of stuff that they're giving like like an extra cable. Like they got a lot of stuff that they're going to give away. But I think they should include case in their phones. I think they should include an extra long cable. I think they should include a micro SD card slot. Yeah, I know it's 512 gigabytes. But hey, still, I'm paying top of the line. I need everything. I need a one-stop shop. So, I mean, and they don't think it's going to be much of a success because of the S9 really didn't do as well as they hoped it would. Well, honestly, the only thing you did to the S9 was what? Refine the cameras, move the fingerprint sensor, and added a new color. So, I mean, honestly, what did you really do? You really didn't do too much. So, I don't know. I like I said, I just can't see the justification for you charging $1,200 for a phone. I mean, it's just I don't know, and it's because they know people are gonna buy it. There are some people that just gotta have the latest and the greatest. I'm not knocking the phone because I never used it, but honestly, for $1,200, they really could do better. Like I said, I've never seen a phone. Maybe the P20 Pro, maybe, just maybe. But mainly, other than that, I've never really seen a phone that I can really justify paying all this money for. I mean, honestly, it's the same old design, same old boring stuff. We're not getting anything. Ooh, excuse me. We're not getting anything exciting. It's just it's just the same old stuff every year. So I mean, I just need a wow factor. So well, they'll announce it tomorrow. We'll see. But honestly, I think it's just gonna be the same old boring design. They're gonna bump up the price, bump up the storage, put some RAM, put some more RAM in it. Maybe a new color. Um, re- re- do something to the cameras. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, they're gonna move the fingerprint sensor. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Woohoo! Let's go ahead and give Sam some round of applause. Move the fingerprint sensor. Woohoo! Yeah, let's move the fingerprint sensor. Oh, fingerprint sensor, fingerprint sensor. Yeah, I just can't see it justified. But hey, I may be wrong. I'm not knocking the phone. Like I said, I never used it. Is it worth the price? In my opinion, no. I'm a Huawei fan, and I will always say that $1,200, 2,400 for the Mate RS Sports Edition. It's that's pretty ridiculous. But I do want that phone. It looks good. The specs are out of this world. But I just I just can't see myself paying that much. Like I said, if I had the money, almost definitely. But I mean, I don't have the money, and no, it's just no. So yeah, I think I pretty much just covered everything I wanted to cover. So Blade V9 looks good. Definitely excited for it. Now, this one device I'm very excited for. Especially for the price. You get a lot of stuff for the price. And if ZTE does this, man, we're gonna basically just see things move on up. Pretty soon we'll have for phones that's $200, 250 with 6 gigs of RAM. So, you know, we got a lot to look out. We got a lot to look forward to in the budget phone sector. Honestly, I get more excited about budget phones than I do all these damn flagships. I mean, I'm interested to see what these new iPhones are going to look like because they took away Touch ID with the iPhone 10, and they kind of want to keep that iPhone 10 design. So I don't know if they're just trying to retire Touch ID altogether and make people use Face ID, or hopefully they listen and bring Face ID all to bring it maybe combination like Android is doing with Face Unlock and the fingerprint sensors. But so that'll be something interesting to see how they do that with the iPhones. But other than that, I do kind of get excited with these budget phones, especially like the unlock phones and stuff like that, because they're bringing a lot to the table for not a lot of money. So, uh, you know, but if I do have to get excited about any flagship or top tier device, I would say it would have to be Huawei and it would have to be ZTE. Now, of course, all these new companies and stuff like that, like no, well, not new companies, but like Nokia. Honestly, for like the unlock phones, it's those are something to get excited about. Um, Even if they release them so often, it's just nice to see how they improved it, what they did to kind of make it better. So I'm interested in a lot of these unlock phones, these Chinese manufacturers, or even like Nokia. Nokia makes some pretty decent flagship devices. Huawei, I'm always excited to see what they come out with. ZTE, yeah, most definitely. Just anything that's not Samsung, iPhone, Samsung, Apple, or LG. Like I said, I'm not gonna say it's all boring. Samsung may come out something that just completely wows me, but other than that, I'm not really too excited. I'm excited though to see what Huawei comes out with. ZTE, Nokia, Xiaomi. Um, you know, um, maybe even Alcatel might step out here and make a nice, decent budget. I mean, they have a couple of them. They have like the Ida 5S and stuff like that, but they don't have much of a choice. Huawei, Honor, and ZTE, Nokia, Xiaomi. There are a lot of other budget devices that we can't get in the U.S. A lot of Chinese phones and overseas phones and stuff like that. I do like to see those because they look like they offer good value for the money. So yeah, I do get excited. So yeah, Blade V9. I would like to get my hands on it. We'll just see. Because like I said, I have a feeling I'm gonna like it. So I'm gonna have to redo everything. Hopefully things get around here get a lot better. And if I can be able to get it, and then I'll have a way of being able to keep it if I like it, which I'm pretty sure that I will. So yeah, I pretty much just covered everything I wanted to talk about this morning. I could go on and talk and talk and talk and just ramble and ramble and ramble and tell you about everything and all that. Now, when I get my other YouTube channel together and I start doing live streams on that one, just that one's going to be a little more laid back. It's going to be a little more R-rated. Um, You know, I do cuss here, but I really don't want to. I'm trying to be a little more professional. At the beginning, I really didn't care, but now, now I'm trying to be more professional, get myself out here, make a better name for myself. I mean, this is what I love doing. I want people to have a reason to trust me, you know, in my profession. So on my other channel, I'll be a little more laid back. I'll record. Oh, it's gonna be some cussing on that channel. It's gonna be some cussing on that channel. Best believe that. It's gonna be me in raw, full. It's gonna be kind of like I was in the beginning. In the beginning, I really didn't give a damn. I was raw dog out here, didn't care. I was cussing, going, well, not cussing too bad, but I really didn't care. But on my new channel, where I just talk about life in general, and just give life talk. I'm just gonna get a little political over there. I'll talk about some stuff about the world, some things that piss me off. I'll talk about relationships. I got some things I want to talk about on that channel. It's gonna be raw dog. It's gonna be rated R. I'm really not really gonna care about what I say, or I will. I'm not gonna say anything racist or anything like that. But I got some things I want to talk about. So that channel will be definitely more laid back, more chill, um, more raw. I'm be cussing. Like I said, I'm just letting y'all know. So, but I plan on having that channel up very soon. Right here, this will strictly stay tech. I mean, of course, if something's going on in my life and I have an update loaded or something like that, I'll let y'all know. But like, for the most part, this will stay tech, strictly tech. Um, so yeah. If something major happens, um, I may make a video about it on this channel and give my condolences or something like that, or whatever the case. I don't know what, but for the most part, this channel will stay tech, and that's all I will be. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on out of here. This has been Q from Tech Rants. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you like the content, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you got any questions, comments, concern about anything I talked about today, or anything else that you want me to go over in the future, definitely leave it down there. I do get all my emails. I read my comments. I respond to them. All that other good stuff. And I will hopefully cover it in the next live stream or even in the next video. So this has been Q from Tech Rants. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, guys. Go get me some breakfast. And I will catch you guys on, the next one. Later.